Good morning, everybody. This is a quick review of my experience using the Samsung Buds 2, which is on the left side, and the Buds 2 Pro, which is on the right side. As you can see that the two shapes are exactly identical, and I think basically the form factor is all the same. And I'm not going to go into the technical details of these two earbuds. This is my personal experience so far. And just give you a quick sort of feedback on my experience using the two earbuds, even though they're physically almost identical, but obviously there are differences. The quick summary is if you're a budget hunter, and I had the basic pro, the basic the basic pro version for I want to say almost 2 years. I believe I got this at a discount when I bought one of the previous generations of Samsung phone. I think it was probably the Notes. And I had this for about 2 years, used it on and off. Last half year, I haven't touched it. It was in my drawer for a while. Not until recently, I think I got the Samsung Ultra. Then I kind of took it out of the drawer and try it out again, just in comparison with the Buds 2 Pro here. So going back to the physical differences, there's really not much difference in terms of the feeling, especially when you put it inside your ears. You can obviously see differences between the outside appearances, namely the older generation Buds Pro is glossy in design, in its appearance. I personally like the look of the glossy design. This is very similar to the AirPod design. But the downside is obviously this is very slippery, and I have more than one occasion where this slipped out of my pockets, whether I was in the gym or in the back seat of a car. So just keep an eye on that. This one is matte finish, and they have different color schemes, right? They definitely don't make this pea green color. This is not very popular. I can see why. I just got it as a discount, so that was the only thing available left. So I got this color. And to me, it doesn't bother me at all because I'm just wearing it. Borac Purple, I think that's what it's called. This is really nice color. It has other colors, I think it's white, charcoal, and black. And this is, you can see the texture. This is matted. And this obviously is not slippery. It feels great, but dimension-wise, it's all the same. They have these mesh cutout opens on the outside. I think this improves the wind noise and improve your microphone design and etc. You can read the details on the website. I'm not going to go into it. My personal experience, though, if you are just taking a call inside your house, remote working, and there's nobody around, you're listening to music or taking a conference call, things like that, I really can tell the major difference. They're very, very close. And if you see some of the online in-depth analysis of the two earbuds sound signatures, and they're very similar. Obviously, the Buds 2 Pro is a little bit better than its previous generation. I think the major difference, which I did notice personally, this is my own experience, is that wind noise and ambient sound, illumination, this is definitely weak. Okay, compared with his competitor at the time, like the AirPod Pro. One of the main reason I don't use this as often as I could have, it was because the especially when I'm outside, I mow the lawn, things like that. We have a lot of trees around where we live. So we have the leaf blower. And this just really can't cut out the noise much when I'm listening to music. And I try the newer generation is definitely much better. So, and especially now I have the Samsung 23 Ultra. I'll definitely probably use this as my go-to earphone. Comfort-wise, what I really appreciate with the Buds line is that this, for me, it feels very comfortable inside my ear. And I can go to sleep with this without feeling this is gonna fall out. Comparing this with, let's say the Sony product, this is the WF-1000XM4. This is a great earpiece, right, for people that doing shopping and knows their brand. You probably already know this. This is a great product. It has much better controls in terms of the control of the you can modify the trebles and the bass using your mobile app. I think this gives you much finer control, but you can see that it is very bulky. If I just take one of the buds out in comparison, this is much bulkier than the Samsung. So if you're a side sleeper and you like to listen to music while you go to sleep, this is not comfortable, at least in my experience, because it'll create a pushing pressure into your ear canal, whereas this one basically disappears into your ear. And if you choose the right size of the this plastic earpiece, then it'll fit really snugly inside your ear canal. It won't come out. Okay, so back to the comparison. What else can I say about this too? Weight wise, I didn't weight it with a scale, but I think they're going to be very similar. It is possible that the newer generation could be a little bit heavier, but you will definitely won't. I really don't notice any difference. I'll be really surprised if anybody watching this can tell the difference in terms of weight. Battery power, my personal experience, they're really about the same. I never had to use either one of this down to 0. So I never did a torture test or anything like that. But I believe the older generation actually lasts a little bit longer, maybe half an hour longer than the newer one, right? And if you have the noise canceling on, this probably only lasts about 5 hours, a little bit over 5 hours. And the newer one probably just below that with the active noise canceling. You can look it up on the website, so I'm not going to go into details here. But my personal experience, I never had a problem using it because when I'm done, I don't wear it like 24/7. I use it to listen to music or get onto a call. When I'm done, I put it back to the case and charge it, so I never had to worry about, stay on the call for like 7 hours straight. You can probably do it if you especially turn the noise canceling off. So obviously there are two features that I think the newer 2 Pro gives over the previous generation. You probably already know about this, but my personal experience also definitely notice is I already mentioned the noise canceling. The other one is water resistance. Now I haven't wear this go swimming in my gym. I might try it out, but the newer one's IPX7, which is this is probably the highest rating among its peers right now, beating out Sony and definitely Apple. I still won't recommend you go swim with this, but it just has really good water resistance. Whereas this one, I think, is really weak. I think it's only IPX IPX2, if I am not mistaken. Yeah, IPX2. So this barely makes the cut, right? And I definitely won't go showering with this, but you can definitely, if you really want to, you can probably take shower with this with no problem. So, but if your audiophile, this is definitely a way to go. It's come down in price since it came out last year. I got this on a promotion deal from the Samsung website for, I think after trade-in, which I'm actually trading this thing in, as a new, you can get it for below 130 bucks, roughly speaking. And you can get open box version or used version on eBay. I checked the price lately. It's anywhere between around 105 to 124, depending on the seller. So I just don't like to buy used ones. I feel, that's just my personal preference. So I prefer to buy new ones. Get it clean. So that's it pretty much. I just mentioned trade-in value, right? So I'm actually trading this in when I was buying this. So, and I thought, since I'm giving this thing back to Samsung, might as well do a quick review of my experience of the two earbuds, which is very, very similar in my opinion. So again, if you're a value shopper, you want to just get something cheap, you can get this, I believe, under $100 for sure if you shop around. And it's a really, really great headphone, earbuds. If you don't do anything extreme, right? But this one is obviously its successor is really, really good. Sound quality wise, it can hang with the best. It can hang with Sony. It can hang with Google product. It can hang with even Apple's, and especially in the active noise canceling. One last thing, with this, it follows sort of the Apple playbook, right? Like if you're living the Samsung ecosystem, then this is almost like a no-brainer. Connection wise, it's similar to Apple product. If you open the case, the Samsung phone will automatically detect its presence. So connection to a Samsung ecosystem is really, really easy. Whereas if you're using a Sony, I personally actually don't have much problem with it. The application actually detects it, but it's a little bit inconsistent. I like Sony because I can switch between Apple ecosystem and Samsung, and it works both sides. So it's kind of the Switzerland of earbuds. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So if you're in the Samsung world, highly recommend to pick up one of these things. If you're in Apple, I haven't tried this with Apple product. Its application obviously is going to not be as good compared to the Samsung phone. So, and the newer Ears 2 Pro definitely give you a lot more control over the previous generation, right? The single tab, double tab, triple tab, tap hole, and you can customize the behavior of that. Yeah, highly recommend it. Check it out. Talk to you guys later.